Okay. What? Okay, we are.
See the light?
Actually, we've been live. But, yeah, what?
Really?
What do I see about it? What? What am I seeing?
Whatever. Here.
What am I seeing? Oh, the streak. What's that from? That's funny. Ah. Okay, so it's like a ray of light.
Can you turn it off a little bit?
What?
Turn down the light?
Yeah, we can turn it down. There we go. Turn down the light. How's that? More of a calm mood. What's with you and that streak?
It affects the quality.
Hey, why don't you just turn the whole thing off like this?
No, it's not going to work. I tried.
Okay.
Manhi. Could you pass me a paper?
Yeah. Careful, it's an important paper.
All right. Perfect.
Okay.
We've been live all this time.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Listen, this is like in fancy shows, they show them a little bit of the back end, what goes into it. Okay, we are live. This is episode 20.
Good morning. 27. Yeah. It's 27. To who doesn't know, it's the number after 26.
After 26, it's higher than 26. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I did it, 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 Okay, what do we got on the deck for today? Yeah. What do we have on the agenda for today? Here. So now we can do that. Beautiful. Okay.
All right. So on the agenda today, we got Torah Mem.
Okay.
Likutei Moharan Torah Mem.
Okay. So that's 40. That's Bina. That's heavy duty.
Ise.
Okay.
Ba'asor ma'amoras. It says but usually when you say Ise, it means in the Chachamenu Zuchan Uvracha, right?
Yeah, by Razal, yeah.
It's been brought.
Like in the Midrashim, whatever these kind of things. Yeah.
In 10 ma'amoras, the world was built, right? Ele Masor Bnei Yisrael. בשביל שחטו באלה אלוהיכך ישראל.
Yeah.
בשביל זה ייסעו בני ישראל. The reason of אלה מסור בני ישראל, why? Because אלה, they did חטא רגל, חטו אלו הזויס, אלו הזויס, right?
Yeah, so what's the connection with the 10 Mamars? It doesn't say it.
One second.
Okay.
נמצאו, כל הנסיעות של האדם הוא בשביל קלקול האמונה. Everything you need to travel is because of your... Basically, traveling is not like going to any travel that you need to take a travel, or getting out of you or home, getting torn apart from not vacation travel.
It means work. It means you have work to do. You have something you have to accomplish.
Everything you need to travel for a sibling's wedding.
Right. Whatever it is, it means because it's something you have to accomplish.
Turn out of your shirish. Yeah. It's because of something that's going on.
Yeah, something that's got to be fixed or accomplished. Yeah.
But
what? But he says, but it's all of those things.
It's coming because of
your faith. Yeah. Because I mess up in your faith, and therefore it has to be fixed. So we have to travel.
And it's a level of mamish avodah zarah. כי אם היה מאמין באמונה שלמה, וואי, כל הכועס כאילו עבודה זרה.
Yeah.
כי אם היה מאמין באמונה שלמה שיכול הקדוש ברוך הוא להזמין לו כל צרכו, לא היה נוסע שום נסיעה. It's not saying that the reason that you are traveling is because of kilkul amuna. He said the etzem you traveling is a kilkul amuna.
I mean, the fact that you're traveling is because you don't have faith.
Yes.
Otherwise, you wouldn't.
If
you had faith, why do you travel?
Why are you traveling?
When you travel, where do you think you're going?
The proof that you have kilkul amuna is the travel.
Yeah. It's like what's it called? It's like we say to the the bacher, right, when they're as soon as something, what's it called, right before the announcement, whoa, where are you going? Where are you going?
I have a grandfather. He lived around 200 years ago in Tzfat. He lived in Tzfat.
Yeah.
And his name is Ludmir, I think Zeidel. I'm not mistaken, but maybe his first name was different. But his name was Ludmir. And he had a little sidkit, chanut
like a little like a little convenience store.
More like selling buttons and stuff like that.
Little things, yeah. Chachi, little different home needs, whatever.
Yeah. And right around the World War I, there was a thing, gold strings, to wave stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he end up going. He got a good deal, and he bought a lot of it. And just around that time, in Eretz Yisrael, suddenly everything became. People didn't have money, and he didn't sell it for a long time.
That's right. Gold is not
there. He was putting
needs.
all his money in there, and he couldn't sell anything for a while. And he had a rule that he starts his business around noon. From the morning, from whatever 8 o'clock, he had a shearer, he had chavruses. He was no matter what, you don't bother father. The mom knew it, the kids knew it. Until noon, there is no business, no matter what. One day, after a while, that he was keeping all of this, all of his money into these gold things, came somebody from Jordan, I think, and he heard that he had these strings, and he wanted to buy the whole thing, to buy everything, and he was willing to pay a lot of money, but it needs to be done now because their camels keeps going, and he can't wait in town. And so the mom send after a little bit of convincing, the mom sent the kid is like, make one exception.
Right. This is
sends back.
Not only that, you make this one exception. Now you have money. Now you can sit and learn. You have no problems.
One second. He sent back. He's like, nope. Okay. The guy's like, I really need it, but I can buy it only now. I can't wait till noon. The mom comes. His wife comes herself now. My baby comes herself now. She tells him, sell it now, and I will let you sit double the time every day. Like you will be able to sit down. He's like the shum off, and he's like, get out of here. And the Seicher Take left, and at noon he comes back home. He's like, what's the big deal? I was in the middle of learning. What are you bothering me? And she comes and tells the whole story. Doesn't last about an hour or so, and the Seicher comes back. Apparently the camel thing had some issues, and they couldn't keep going, so they needed to come back.
The camel broke down.
Yeah, the camel broke down.
AAA came, pulled it back. Yeah,
they came back and bought all the stock. And his wife asked him, like, explain to me. You could have sit down and learned double. Why didn't you accept it? He told her as follows: when you came, the kids came, it was mamish. It wasn't you. I knew it wasn't you. It was the HR. If I would have accepted it once, I wouldn't have doubled up my learning. I would have stopped again for other. Once you stop for one,
now you're right.
Now you're going to stop again. And I have a rule, and doesn't matter all the money in the world. Right now, I'm learning.
Yes, he has a rule. He doesn't travel. He doesn't travel because traveling means you don't have emunah, and if you don't have emunah, it means it's idol worship.
I think this is a strong story. And by the way, in the Ludmir family, unfortunately, I'm a Freudenberg. I'm very happy to be a Freudenberg. But in the Ludmir family, since then, there is a really assurus. The name Ludmir is known to be a rich family.
They're still living off that gold thread.
No, they have other businesses.
Other gold thread.
They have other brothers.
Do they still learn in the morning every day?
I do. Here with you.
See, there we go. Here we are.
But no, that's so basically the whole point of this story is the munah. If you have a munah, that whatever belongs to you will come to you.
Then you don't travel. Why am I gonna travel?
You're not only gonna travel. You're like, okay, I do business between this hour and that hour. You really want it now? Okay, go find someone else.
Yeah.
You want to do business with me? It happens in business hours.
Yeah. And it's
something,
it's really not just about the person.
I need to work on.
And it's not just about that person. It's about, in other words, I'm giving time to the Eibishter. That's my primary business. Whatever the things I do, what's it called, has a certain time, and that's a time. Why? Because I trust the Eibishter. He can fill the kalim in that time also. But the same Eibishter that can fill the kalim in the whole day can't fill it in a few hours of the day.
Yeah.
So here we are.
All right, I'm not going to work today. I'm kidding. Oops, what happened here?
It's fine.
So,
went to full screen.
why is it about כי אם היה מאמין באמונה שלמה שיכול הקדוש ברוך הוא להזמין לו כל צורכו, לא היה נוסע לשום נסיעה. If he believed that the Eibishter could send him everything he needs, he wouldn't have go any travels.
Right. This is exactly the story.
כי הנסיעה היא קלקול האמונה. אנו בחינת עבודת אלילים. Like you believe in yourself. You think, I will travel.
Right.
I will travel.
Right. It shows you're making your own chachams. You're coming up with your own meaning. Like it's almost like you're gonna outsmart the Eibishter or something like that.
וזה שכתוב בעבודת אלילים, ישעיהו.
Right. So it says about.
Go
out and say and then speak to him.
זה בחינת נסיעה וטלטול. גם על ידי טלטול מתקן את הטלטולים שגרם.
Yeah, the Alter Rebbe talks about this.
But on the same one
second. The Alter Rebbe talks about this. In other words, fine, you have to make a keli, you have to make a vessel, right? Okay, but when your whole mind and your brain has gotten into the vessel, now is a problem. Okay, I need to make a vessel. Why? Because the same God that told me what to do told me to make a vessel. So make the vessel, but you don't have to put your whole mind in your whole.
Who said the vessel is work? Maybe the vessel is sitting and learning.
Could be, but it could also be sometimes another vessel.
Sure, it depends on the person. Some people need to be working.
Some people the Gemara where people make a vessel. Okay, but even like the guy when he was fixing the shoes and what's it called, the whole time was chayzer b'limudeis. He's going over Mishnah Baal Peh and etc. etc. In other words, you can put your hands in your work, but don't put your don't put your being into the world.
Yep.
Your being has to be in the Eibishter.
You know this famous saying. I don't know why it came up to my mind. I'll tell you why. So you talked about the vessel and stuff, and it's brought into my mind. There is a Gemara talking about מי שאינו מלמד בנוי ליסטים, מלאכה כאילו מלמדו ליסטים, right?
Right. And that means what? If somebody who didn't teach his son a trade,
the trade is like teaching him how to steal.
Because he doesn't have a trade, so you're gonna have to steal.
But it doesn't say you need to teach him to work.
Teach him a trade. Okay, but that's exactly. In other words, you teach him a trade because he has to have a trade. Why? Because that's called like a vessel.
But
he has to work also a little bit.
So there is a lot of saying now with all of what's going on in Eretz Yisrael with the Milchama.
Yeah. People
bring up a lot of quotes from Gemara, like from David HaMelech, right? From Moshe Rabbeinu, they were talking about Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu was saying to Am Yisrael, "Achichem yetzel hamelchama v'atem teshu poi."
Right. Yeah. You're sending your brothers out and you're gonna sit. Yeah.
People, whoever. So number one, if you don't know the context, you just have a quote that you go on Google and you're like, "Can you give me some Jewish quotes?" Don't repeat it because you're gonna take it out of context. The all Achechem yetzu lamilchama v'atem teshu po is about 2.5 shvatim who didn't want to go live in Eretz Yisrael. They wanted to live ve'ever layarden. They wanted to sit there, and they didn't want. They were like, we will go first. We will be in the front of the army, but we just want to settle here. There's a lot of grass here. We want to graze. We have a lot of cattle. We want to graze. We want them to graze, and also the biggest thing, there is a problem to raise in Eretz Yisrael be'ema dake. And they had a lot of be'ema dake.
Right.
And they didn't want to give it up.
And things like that.
They didn't want to give it up. So they wanted to settle outside of Eretz Yisrael. So they could do their business.
Yeah.
It's also a whole problem, right? But
yeah, I mean, there's different takes on it, but at first, on its surface level, yeah.
There was a lot of exceptions.
Meaning the Eibush is telling you, go...
the Shoiftim, the Shoitrim, Bais Chadash... Somebody who was sitting and learning, Kohanim, there was no one Kohen who went to the Milchama.
But that's different.
Why?
Because God says So you should say to what's it called? Who built a new house? This is a commandment. That's why.
Right.
The same one that commanded you to go to war commanded the guy who just got married not to go to war yet.
Right.
Commanded the guy.
Right.
What's it called?
But at the same time, the Kohanim didn't go to the war.
I'll give you another one though. Also.
The Kohanim did go to the war?
The Kohanim.
Yeah, but that's the misconception.
Look, there's a thumb on your face.
That's the misconception about it. Kohanim. Back then, the Kohanim was the only one who gave a roh. There was the Rabbanim was Kohanim. The Kohanim were the only Rabbanim.
There was if you look at Sanhedrin, wasn't
then it was already the next. This was already the next generation.
No, my Moshe.
Huh?
Even by Moshe, the Canaan weren't all from Levi.
No, the Canaan was only after Yeshua.
No, there was the judges and what's called
right.
Moshe picked the seven. Yeah, but he picked that's different Zakanim, but he picked Zakanim.
But the Zakanim that we mentioned in Moshe Kibbutz Torah Messina Masor Yeshua.
No, it's not that Zakanim.
This is Zakanim of the Shoftim. This is the Zakanim of the Shoftim.
But during the times of Moshe, he picks this remember he does the raffle and picks the 70 elders, and they're from all the Shvatim.
Yeah, but they were not.
But the Kohanim were the Avodas HaKodesh.
They were the Psak-Din. They gave the psaks, Atar,
everything.
Tumah.
That's it. Right. So certain things that only a Kohen's allowed.
If you had a question in Halacha,
right,
you went to a Kohen. You have a Rosh Hashanah.
No, but it says like that. For example, by Tziras, right?
Right.
It could be the Kohen doesn't know, and the Chacham knows, but the Kohen has to be the one who says it.
Yeah.
It doesn't count.
But by now, the revelation.
No, but the big thing also by the Kohanim, they're the Avodas HaKodesh. You're not allowed to become impure to a dead body. If you're in a war, you're becoming impure to dead bodies. How are you going to go do the service in the base? You can't do it. But not just that. By the way, but there's reasons. There's reasons that show a lack of emunah too.
Of what?
What was the last thing they said? Somebody who's are you afraid? If you're afraid, don't go. Why? Because you're gonna make your brothers. Wait a second. The guy who's afraid clearly has a lack of emunah.
And they will still have too much. And they still had too many people.
Yeah.
So how do you drink from the fountain? Right?
No.
This is one of the things.
Yeah.
Right? They send them down to the river.
That's by Yeshua already. Why? Because Yeshua he had to do with only 10,000 people, whatever it was.
So and then whoever went on his knees,
right,
drink it was out of the war.
Meaning, if you're not a mensch, you don't belong in a war.
Yep. All right, keep going.
Yeah, further.
Now on top of it, now we said that it's like the Nesiyah is basically showing of a lack of emunah, and it's in
right. The fact that you're traveling, the fact that you're.
But on the other side, the other end of it, the second side of it is גם על ידי טלטול מתקנת על טלטול שגרם כביכול למעלה כמו שכתוב. So basically, through the טלטול הדרך, the travels, uncomfortably traveling, is also correcting and metaken the shake that he created in the heavens. כמו שכתוב, והמסכו צרו כיתכנס.
Yeah. The mask is narrow.
Narrow to what? To go into it.
Narrow is like minametza, like a narrow place, like
גם על ידי עבודת אלילים נמנע מטר. Now on top of it he says also through עבודת אלילים there is a rain basically doesn't come.
Yeah. By the way, I saw this. I saw this.
What?
I saw this. In my life. When there was a point in my life I decided, right, and you're gonna listen to all these success theories and what do you call them? You're gonna work really hard and what do you call it? The more I put my mind into it, the more I worked harder.
The harder.
There was less rain. The second I said, you know what? Hang on a second. The Eibishter gives the.
There was more rain.
I'm gonna start setting. You know what? Who cares? The Eibishter setting the parnasa. I'm gonna start setting times for learning. I'm gonna start what do you call it? All of a sudden, it became rain again. Why? Because I wasn't relying on me. I wasn't. When I stopped the avodah zarah, when I stopped serving idols, right? What's an idol? It's also like serving business and these success theories. What do you call it?
You know, you call it. Who is your idol?
The rain opened up.
Who is your idol character?
Right.
It's a thing.
Yeah. So right away the rain opened up.
וכשאין מטר, אין שובע, and when there is no rain, you can't eat לשובע. You can't
no
be
satisfaction.
full.
Yeah, you can't be full. Yeah.
וכשאין שובע, אין שלום, and there is no satisfaction, there is no peace. כמו שכתוב, יסהו הרים שלום לעם. And the mountains will bring peace to the people. כמו שפרש רש"י, וכשאין שלום, אזי אין איש עוזר לחברו. And there is no peace, people don't help each other. ממש, what is it called? The big מגדל בבל.
Yeah, the Tower of
Babylonian.
Tower of Babylon. Of Babel.
וכל אחד צריך לנסוע ולטלטל ממקום למקום בשביל פרנסתו. And there is no peace.
Want to hear something interesting?
1 second. When there is no peace, each person needs to move and going through tiltul. How do you say tiltul in English?
It means literally to carry, but like
No.
yeah.
Tiltulei derech.
But it's also tiltul min makom
No, this is different tiltul. This is not tiltulei
derech. It says right here
derech.
tiltul min makom lemakom.
Yeah, but it's not like tiltul like Shabbos without a hair. It's like tiltulei derech. It's like the troubles of the road.
The hardships
of
yeah.
of traveling. Tiltul. טלטולי קבר, whatever. בשביל פרנסתו, ולטלטל ממקום למקום, בשביל פרנסתו. Yeah, he needs to carry himself from place to place. גם הגלות באה על ידי ביטול תורה.
You're schlepping.
גם הגלות באה על ביטול תורה. And the galus also comes because of ביטול תורה. כמו שכתוב, גולו עמי מבלי דאס, ועל ידי עבודת אלילים באה צירת גשמים. And through avodah zarah comes גשמים stop, וכשאין קמח אין תורה. And when there is
no rain, there's no wheat, there's no Torah. It's a circle.
Yeah.
It's a circle. Because Bittul Torah, right, is what does it cause Bittul Torah?
We see what it comes down. If you travel, that means you have Bittul Torah. And if you have Bittul Torah, because
it's all about circles. It's which way is your circle going. People don't realize also. So what? I'm just gonna stop working and I'm gonna so I'm working now, right? Okay, I'm gonna stop working and learn Torah. It's about circles. You know what? Take 1 hour and learn Torah.
Yeah, make it.
And then you'll see that he'll open up that all of a sudden you'll be able to do another hour.
Right. Nobody will ask when you go up there. According to what is it, Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel?
Now what?
When you go up there, you have 10 questions to ask you, right?
What's one?
The first one is Nasata v'Natata v'Emunah.
Yeah, there's
Kovato itim latera.
Right. Did you set times for Torah learning?
So
that's one of the questions.
You set time. They don't ask you, oh, did you not travel? They say, did you make time
to learn Torah?
Did you make time for it? And if you make time for it, then you're on the clear, I guess.
And then you're not only that. If you make it like he says here, it's all right. Well, what happens when you stop when you're putting all your mind on your business? All of a sudden, you know what happens? You get sucked more and more into the business. Your whole brain, your whole mitzius, your whole how do you say mitzius? Like your whole being, your whole you gets sucked into the world. Okay, the second you start, you know what? I'm gonna take whatever it is, half an hour, but this day. Right, like you're saying about your Zayd. Not this morning until 12. I don't care. This is Torah time.
Yeah.
So fine. You start half an hour. You start Torah. Okay. All of a sudden, you'll see he'll open up. You'll be able to do it for an hour. And then all of a sudden, the rain starts, and now the wheat grows, and now you can learn even more. And
here comes the 7 good years.
Yeah.
There we go.
But only it said you can even to 70 good years. 70 good years.
Sure.
Add zeros.
כאלף שנים בעיניך כי אמת
Right.
יעבור.
Right. 1,000. What is it? 1,000 years is like one. It's like just one day.
Yeah.
And by the Eibishter.
No. That's not what it says. It's not like one day.
Like yesterday.
The way that 1,000 years passes by is in a speed of one day.
No, it's even worse. Not just Kiyam. It's Kiyam Esmo.
It's
like the day that's already gone. It's not like the day that's here now.
It doesn't mean that one day in the Eibishter. It's not like like people obviously alpha is like to no comparison, but like people talking about dogs like okay, so how old is your dog in dog life?
Dog years.
No, it doesn't work like that. No. Dog lives 7 years. There's no.
That's how long you live.
Same here. It's not that the one day like 1,000 years of ours is one day by the Eibishter. No, it's not. It's still 1,000 years.
Right.
But the way of the speed as it goes, it's that fast. 1,000 years by the Eibishter is so fast as it's just the yesterday's day. And you know what? I can even explain it in a logic way. When you have a CEO that is so busy.
See, the CEO just came too.
CEO is so busy. The time flies. He starts the morning at 6 o'clock. Before he knows, it's 9 o'clock. The Eibishter is
Same thing. He's the real CEO.
He's the real
Okay,
CEO.
everybody, have a great day. Here,
Let's give the mashchat.
yeah. How do I turn this out here? I gotta
Good
move
morning,
I have to move this.
Rabbi.
How do I? Oh wait, Chaim, you have to stop the live stream
I have to stop live streaming?
because you're the host now.
Does he want
Okay.
to?